Tell you what I'm going to do, Jesse. I'm going to play NFL scout from the past. I'm going to give you some names and you tell me if you think they could have made it in the NFL given the opportunity at a young enough age. Let's start with the obvious, the great Jonah Lomu.
Well, Jonah Lomu, I think it could have been a tight end. He could have been, he could be a running back because of his skill set. You know, we would have loved to have him at 14 and 15 years old, because the little difference in rugby is Jonah Lomu is so physically dominant when he's playing with the backs, because he's dealing with one or two people and he's just physically overwhelming. And what he has to adjust to is he will get the ball and then there's 22 eyes on him. So, but I think if he came early enough, no doubt in my mind.
One of the greatest forwards ever to play for New Zealand, Sir Michael Jones. Could he have cut it?
So Michael would have been, we have a kid with the 49ers now named Nick Bosa. I think he could have been a defensive end. He has a high motor. Sir Michael has the skill set. If he would have come over at 15 or 16, get in the proper weight training and gridiron conditioning, there is no doubt in my mind.
Number 3 of 4, I'm going to chuck at you. Tana Umanga, All Black captain.
Well, Tana Umanga would have been a linebacker. You know, someone that has instincts in seeing the play develop and then fill it quickly. I think that was his skill set. He would have made a pretty good, for sure, college linebacker. Would have been a good NFL linebacker also.
And the last one, not often talked about in New Zealand, in fact, in the world. He's done it all. Boxing, rugby league, rugby union. Could he have done NFL? You know who I'm going to say, Sonny Bill Williams.
Well, I think Sonny Bill's skill set, he could be, we at the 49ers have the best tight end in the National Football League, in my opinion, named George Kittle. And I think Sonny Bill Williams, if he was to come over a little earlier, maybe as a high schooler and trained, he would have been one of the best tight ends in the National Football League.
Jesse, thanks so much for coming out to New Zealand, spreading the love of the great game of gridiron to New Zealanders. I hope you find one or two and we can say Jesse found them here in New Zealand.
Well, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here in the land of the long white cloud. You know, again, is presenting opportunities, and as you can see, the gridiron is also an exciting game, and there's reward at the end of the tunnel, and all we have to do is present these kids with the opportunity to change their lives.